I'm so serious. This is how we get the Romantasy girlies into Star Wars, okay? We're gonna skip the Phantom Menace. I don't feel like having to justify the existence of Jar Jar Binks to any grown adult. And this is not Star Wars as it was presented to you when you were 9 years old, okay? This is not that thing that little boys dress up as and run around with lightsabers for, okay? This is a forbidden, tragic romance between a former queen and current senator who understands that democracy is on the line not just for her own people, but also for the galaxy as a whole, and her bodyguard, who is forbidden from having romantic attachments. You can draw points of comparison to Phaedra and Jocelyn in Kushiel's Legacy. I'm not saying it's a good comparison, but it's a point of comparison. We get lines like, "I am haunted by the kiss you never should have given me," and "My heart is beating, hoping that kiss will not become a scar. You are in my very soul, tormenting me." People don't say these things in real life, but they do in Romantasy novels, and when they do, it's hot. I would even maybe suggest that anybody getting into Star Wars for the first time doesn't actually have to start with the movies if we're starting with the prequels. The novelizations include a lot of the bits and pieces and clever asides that the movies actually left out. Like, a lot of what I like about Attack of the Clones is actually from the novelization because it's where we get so much information about Padme and her family, as well as Padme and her handmaidens. What the movie has going for it is Across the Stars, which is just one of the most gorgeous pieces of music out there. My fiance and I actually strongly are considering including it in our wedding in some way. But genuinely, we can frame this as a romance. It was originally written to be a romance story. A lot of the really high-speed action stuff was added in later so that Nick Gillard could have something to do when it came to lightsaber choreography. And so that Christopher Lee could justify the salary that they gave him by being awesome. But like, really, at its core, it's an emotionally complex, extremely nuanced, and dramatic irony-charged love story that sets the stage for the absolute devastation that is Revenge of the Sith. And when we pitch it like that, I think we can get the Romantasy girlies, okay? Especially if we let them start with the novelization. Because it's written by R.A. Salvatore, okay? Like, it feels like a fantasy novel because it is one. I don't know, maybe this pitch only works for the people who are already into these kinds of things, but I think it's worth a shot.